Hi, today we're going to go over depositional environments done by me, Christina Flores. The definition of a depositional environment is the accumulation of chemical, biological, and physical properties and processes associated with the deposition of sediments that lead to a distinctive suite of sedimentary rocks. They are sometimes called sedimentary environments. How do geologists use depositional environments? The layers of sediments that accumulate in each type of depositional environment have distinctive characteristics that provide important information regarding the geologic history of an era. The characteristics that are observed and measured are called as lithography. They can compare these clues to modern environments to reconstruct ancient environments. There are three types of depositional environments: continental or terrestrial environments, transitional environments, or marine environments. First, we're going to go over the continental and terrestrial environments. These are environments which are present on the terrestrial plains of continents, those that are dominated by the deposition rather than the erosion of sediments. Erosion occurs in high altitude areas. There are several different areas on the continent where we get distinctive depositional properties, and they are dominated by clastic sedimentary rocks, largely because of their proximity to the source of the sediments. Here's the different continental terrestrial environment types. There's glacial, which are valleys, plains, streams, and lakes. Alluvial, which are steep-sided valleys. Fluvial, which are streams. Aeolian, deserts and coastal regions. Lacustrine, or lakes, and evaporite, lakes in arid regions. All right, here so we have a little bit more information. First, we're going to have the environment, the transport type, and the sediment type. The glacial environment is the transport type is gravity, moving ice and water, and the sedimentary type that are there are glacial till, gravel, sand, silt, and clay. The alluvial transport type is gravity, and that causes coarse angular fragments. The fluvial transport type is moving water, and it creates gravel, sand, silt, and organic matter, which is swamped. Aeolian transport type is wind, and it creates sand and silt. Lacustrine transport type is moving water, like into a lake, and so it creates sand near the edges, silt, clay, and organic matter. And the last one is evaporite, and their transport type is moving water into the lakes, and the sediment type created is salt and clay. All right, next we're going to go to the transitional environments. Transitional environments are environments that transition between continental and marine environments. They're also called coastal environments. The sediments that are present in these areas are a mixture of materials derived from the continents, clastic or inorganic, and those from the ocean, which are chemical and biochemical. Sediments are influenced by these elements and abundant life in these areas, results in abundant sedimentary structure and trace fossils. All right, here's a couple different traditional environment types. Tidal mudflat are shorelines with strong daily currents, seafloors with low gradients, or beach depositional environment, which are deltas and beaches. All right, here's some more information. We're going to go over the environment, the transport type, and the sediment type again of transitional environments. The tidal flap transport type is tidal currents, and the sediment type created is mudstone, siltstone, sandstone, and possible evaporites. In delta, the transport type is ocean current, wind, and waves. The sediment type created are marine and non-marine mudstone, siltstone, sandstone, and coal. All right, marine environments, the last one. Marine depositional environments are completely and constantly submerged in seawater. Their depositional characteristics are largely dependent on the depth of water, with two notable exceptions: submarine fans and turbidites. The controlling factor in the rocks that are produced is related to the proximity and supply of continental sediment, the water depth, and the community of organisms that live in the area. The further an environment is from the shore, the less clastic sediment will be present, and the area will have a higher concentration of chemical and biological sedimentary rocks that are formed within the ocean. We're going to go over the different marine environment types. Deltaic or deltas, Beaches are beach spits and sandbars. Tidal are tidal flats. Reefs are reefs and adjacent basins. Shallow water marine are shelves and slopes, lagoons. Lagoonal are lagoonal bottoms. Submarine fan are continental slopes and abysmal plains. Deep water marine are deep ocean abyssal plains. We're going to go over a little more information on the marine environments. We'll go over the environment, the transport type, and the sediment type. The deltaic transport type is moving water. The sediment type is sand, silt, clay, and organic matter. The beaches transport type are waves, longshore currents, and the sediment type created is gravel and sand. The tidal transport type is tidal currents, and the sediment type is silt and clay. For reefs, the transport type are waves and tidal currents, and sediment type is carbonates. Shallow water marine transport type is waves and tidal currents. The sediment type are carbonates from tropical climate, sand, silt, clay, everywhere else. And lagoon, the transport type is they have a little transportation, and the sediment type is carbonates and tropical climates. The submarine fan, the transport type is underwater gravity flows, and the sediment type created are gravel, sand, and mud. Deep water marine, the transport type is ocean currents, and the sediment type created are clay, carbonate, and mud silicate. Clay, carbonate mud, and silicate mud. And here are the sources I used. I hope you enjoyed my video.